to today's video. Today I am going to be sharing all of the makeup products that I used throughout the year of 2019. So this is the first time that I've done this. I'm going to do it in a little different way where I have everything spread out and separated into categories, and we'll start with the very first step of putting on makeup to the very end. I do have 3 perfumes in here as well that I put together in this category, and I will be just basically going over everything that I used up. And I did this just out of curiosity to see how much I actually go through in a year, and I was a little surprised, and I will share why at the end. But stay tuned to the end. I will go over the total value and then also how many products that I used up throughout the year. I will be counting anything that was a gift with purchase or a sample size as a value of $1. It might be a little bit more, especially with the mascara samples, but I just wanted to kind of keep it even like that, and instead of drive myself crazy with trying to figure out pricing for this per ounce, you know, that whole drill. But anything that I did have record of that I purchased and had a receipt of with the price, I did put that on there of what I actually did pay for it, whether it was on sale or I did pay full price. So that way you have an idea of how I got my total. So if you want to see what I used up throughout the month of 2019, and just that's makeup empties, I will have a skincare one coming up really soon, then just keep watching. So here's a quick overview of everything that I used up. So I have it separated into categories from primer here all the way to perfume. I do have 3 perfumes that I included in this, but I did it as the way that I would apply my makeup in the different categories. So I'm going to zoom in and show you everything that I used up. Hopefully the camera doesn't shake too much. If it does, I'm sorry, but I will show you everything close up. I went through one primer. This is the Bare Minerals Prime Time Original Primer. It was fine. I do cut all my packages open, so if you're not used to seeing that in my empties, then you'll see it a little bit here. But this was okay. I have other ones that I'd rather try out first before I repurchase, but I would consider buying this again because it did work. Oh yeah, these are super gross. But they are so old, and I'm so glad to have these out of my collection. So this was the Rimmel Clean Finish Foundation, and this is the CoverGirl Outlast. And yeah, like I said, these are super old. I actually I liked both of these, and they were a good color match for me. But they're just so old, and there's so many other ones on the market that I haven't tried yet. And like I said, I get every last little drop out. I have a beauty spatula that I scrape every little bit out. So yeah, I definitely got my use out of these two. And I did really like this one, but like I said, these are so old. I don't think they even make this anymore. So, or I don't even know about this. They might have changed it like 10 times since I bought this. So yeah, these are great, and yeah, just happy to have them actually gone. There are 3 powders that I went through. This is actually a foundation, but I used it as a powder just for like finishing powder, and it worked really well for me. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Airbrush Foundation, and it was in the shade Fair Light Honey, and it was really nice, and I definitely am going to get this again. And yeah, I just love this so much, and I do miss it since I haven't had it, so I will definitely be repurchasing this one. And then these 2 powders were just the small sample sizes that I had with a gift with purchase from Bare Minerals, and this was the original, what is this, foundation in light, I think it was the shade. It worked really nice too. I did really enjoy that, as well as the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil, and this was in translucent, yes. So I really liked both of these, and I would consider getting both of these at some point, but I would much rather get this one again because I love this stuff. I forgot about this one. This is the one concealer that I went through, and if you had seen the Empties video where I talked about this, then you would know that I have very strong opinions about this concealer. I did not like it at all. This is the Maybelline Brightening Creamy Concealer, and I had it in the shade Fair. It was brightening, but it was awful, and I'm so glad that this is going. and I would not recommend this to anyone. If you love it, I'm so sorry. It just, no good. So, isn't that sad? This little pan, actually it's not too little. Well, it's little. It has no name on it. I ripped it out of the box because I didn't know how to get it out. So this was a NYX blush that was really dark, if you can kind of see the color, and it worked actually really well as a bronzer for me. So that is how I used it up in its entirety, and I really did enjoy it. So this was the one bronzer that I used for this year, and it's just so sad. It's just, you know, sad little thing in a big world. So happy to see this go. And if I could find the bronzer that came in the book that I purchased this from, then I would definitely get it again because it was very nice. I have one blush that I went through, and this was a blush that I got at Primark actually. So it was no more than just a few dollars. It doesn't have a shade name, it's just a blush. It was really pretty. I actually just finished this not too long ago, so this was in my last Empties video. But it was just like this really pretty rosy kind of pinkish nude color, and it was buildable, but it wasn't overly pigmented, and it was just really pretty, and I would consider getting this again, but this took me forever to go through, and like you can see, it is done. So yeah, I have so many other ones to get through, but I would definitely recommend picking up some of the powder products like that, or any of the products from Primark, because they are actually not too bad. I used up 3 brow products. So this one I had for a really long time. It was an Ulta pencil that was in the shade dark brown, and you can see it was very well loved and used up until it could no longer be sharpened. And I'm pretty sure the rest of it kind of fell out, but it was okay, and I would probably get that one again. I like the spoolie on it, and it was really nice. This one is the Anastasia Brow Wiz in, I believe this shade was the dark brown also, and dark brown. And I did really like this too, but it was very similar to this one, and I preferred this one actually more than the Anastasia. This was the Unique brand, and Kristen actually gave this to me because she had it and she didn't use it, so I tried it out and I really did enjoy this. This is their Moodstruck Precision Brow Liner, and again, like very similar to the Anastasia one, and it just had like a very fine tip to it, and it was really nice. And yeah, I don't have somebody that sells that close to me, but I wouldn't seek it out either, but it was nice to use up, and I'm glad that I got to try it. Eye pencil type of thingy-majiggy. This was the Maybelline Master Smoky and Mechanical Pencil, and it was in the shade Smoldering Violet. Again, this was another product that in one of the Empties I had given very, I don't know how to say it. I hated it. So just like this old product here, I think I actually bought these at the same time. These just did not work out for me, and the shade was really pretty. The color of this was really pretty, the violet shade, but it just did not work out for me, and I would not buy that again, and I'm glad that it is gone. I went through 5 mascaras, which makes me really happy actually, because I'm kind of staying on top of it with switching them out every couple months. I only use one at a time, so I'm very excited that I went through all of these this year. This one I had used up first. This was given to me. Kristen got this for me to try out because she has it and she loves it. And it's the Maybelline Total Temptation Mascara. I did really like this. I didn't love it at first, but then I really started to get into it, and I would get this one again. It's pretty nice actually. I did have good luck with this one. Yeah. So this one was a win for me. I love this one. This one is super messy at first. This is the Essence Get Big Lashes Volume Boost. I just actually finished up the one in the pink that's like this, and it's very similar to this one, and I did really enjoy this, and it's cheap as chips, so very, very nice mascara if you like volume, which who doesn't. This one is the Tarteist Lash Paint. This one I did not like whatsoever. This one was really spiky. I'm kind of like debating taking these off so you can see them, but it's gonna make a mess and I can't do both things at the same time. Now I dropped it. Where did it go? So anyways, this is, it just poked me in the eye too much. It was really spiky and I just did not like this. I love Tarte mascaras. Actually, my favorite is the Lights Camera Lashes Tarte mascara, but this one was just a no-go for me. However, the Man Eater one I really did enjoy, and it's kind of like a similar brush to it, but I just had better luck with this one and I would get this one again. And the last one had a lot of mixed reviews from people that I saw that were in their empties, was the MAC False Lashes Extreme Black. I actually really enjoyed this and I would get this again in the full size. So I did take the wands out just so you can kind of see like what they look like in their sizes. So this is the Essence mascara. So again, it's a little bit like fatter, I guess, with the brush size, but it's kind of like standard in the size and the way that it looks. So I really did like this one. This is the Total Temptation. So kind of similar to that one again, just a little bit shorter and not as wide, I guess, for the size or the width. Yeah, wide. It's been a day. This is the MAC one, and this one, like I said, I heard a lot of mixed reviews on, but I really did like this one and I would get this one again. I liked how I can kind of like really get in there and get all of my lashes with that one. And then we have the Tarteist one. This one I hated. So this one, if you can kind of see, it's like super spiky and I just did not like that because it was constantly getting me in the eye. And then the Man Eater one was actually like, it doesn't make any sense because it was even spikier, but for some reason, I don't know if you can see that, they're like even smaller, but for some reason I just had much better luck with this one. So yeah, those are what they look like, just in case you were wondering. I have two setting sprays. So this first one that I went through was the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Natural Finish Setting Spray. I really did enjoy this one. I felt like it did a really good job and I would get it again, but I feel like I just went through this so quick that I'd rather get something a little bit bigger in size and have it last a little bit longer, because I think by getting these smaller ones, it could probably add up to more in cost wise. So, but I did really enjoy it and I would pick this up again. And then this one is the Super Goop Setting Mist, and I really did like this at first. It has like a, you have to shake it up. And it has the SPF in it, which I think is great. And I think all companies should put that in there for a setting mist, just as like an extra little layer of protection. But this thing with this is that once I would put this on, for I don't know how it always wound up in my hair. It just made my hair feel so sticky in the front and I just didn't like that feeling. So the sprayer's not bad on it. It was just that it's kind of big. So I don't know if you can see that. So it made a mess usually. It kind of got everywhere. So I don't mind that extra SPF, but I just did not like the fact that it would make my hair feel sticky. So this one I would not get again, unfortunately. However, I do love Super Goop products. They are wonderful. I have 4 lip products and I have one gloss. This was the CoverGirl Colorlicious gloss in, I believe, the shade or the flavor Juicy Fruit. It was a really pretty pink shimmery shade. It did have like the big glitters in it. I don't think you're gonna be able to see it. I did take the stopper off of all of these and I dug out, or these two, and then I dug out everything that was in these because I don't like to waste anything. So if you can see, like, it is completely cleared out. There's just like a tiny little bit in that one that I can't get to, and same thing. So I use everything up in its entirety. So these 4 I had went through. I have about a gazillion of these soft lips that I don't know why, but a while ago I bought like a ton of them on clearance, and it's going to take me like 10 years to get through all of them. This one I had that was from forever ago. It's actually an Avon Flavor Savers, but I really like these and I would definitely get more of these again. This one was like Elf, I think it was Elf. It was in a Christmas set, I believe, from years ago that Frank had picked up for me, like when we first started dating. So we have been together for 10 years. So that's how old this is. And then this one came in it's either a Walmart or Target box from forever ago, and I really did like this. And here we are at the end. This is the last of the makeup or makeup products. I say beauty products. This were, English please. These were 3 Pacifica Aroma Powers perfumes that I had picked up to do a review on. I did get 5 of them, 6 of them, I don't remember, 5 of them I think. And my mom and I did like a fun little review on them, like a first sniff review. It was really funny. I'll link that above. But yeah, so I really like these. These smell really good. They were pretty like neat because they had these little gems on the bottom of them. I don't know if you can see, that's amethyst there for this dream state. It's really pretty packaging and it looked really nice displayed. However, they don't last. So the little bottles, you know, the ones that are like half the size of the Pacifica, I feel like they last a little bbit longer. So if you were going to try one of them, I would not get these, but I would recommend the smaller size ones. But these were, they smell amazing, they just don't last whatsoever. So for that reason, I would not get these again. This was the Hardcore Happy. This was Breathtaking. This was my favorite one out of the 3. And then this one is the Dream State. Total amount of products that I used up in the year of 2019 was 27 products, and the value amount would be $166.79. So not as high as I thought it was going to be before I started to jot everything down, but still 27 products that are now leaving and finding its way into the recycling bin or its designated spot. Let me leave you with the quote, the last one of the year. And I thought, I don't even know why I'm looking at my notes because I know this one off the top of my head, but I'm still gonna look. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end, and for the longest time I thought that was just a Semisonic song, which I happen to love, but it's actually from a philosopher named Seneca, and that is where they got the quote from. So that is perfect for this New Year's Eve. Tomorrow is a fresh start to the new year of 2020. I hope everyone has a great start to your new year and a wonderful evening doing whatever you're doing to celebrate or however you like to celebrate. I will be seeing you very soon in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.